Hi, welcome to the Chief Skinks playthrough. Oh, excuse me, of Kingdom Death Monster Simulator. We're on version 0.1. Excuse me, dot 189. This is Lantern Year 2 Showdown. I got a comment correcting how I did. I don't know if I still have the Sportsman Kill card. So what I've done is I've grabbed the Maw Arm Toss card, which is the one that we pulled out, and Wallop, which is the one we added. So I'm going to pick that up, flip it, put it back into the main AI deck, and archive that. And then we'll flip this, pick it up, put it in the bottom of the deck. So the option was to either put it at the top again or put it at the bottom. So I'm just going to put it at the bottom. And we'll shuffle the rest of the deck a whole bunch of times since I saw the deck when I pulled the Wallop card out. And we'll put that back. All right. So this card should be played correctly now. And what that was is that was the man takes pity on you and whispers a secret at the start of the showdown. The event revealer reveals the top card of the deck, chooses to replace it or put it at the bottom of the deck. All right. So I think everybody's set up. Don't really. Survival's all maxed out, so I'm not going to worry about the add survival. So we're just going to start with the Gorm's turn, and we'll see what happens. So, oh crap, I hate this. All right, so when this card is drawn face down, the Gorm laboriously lifts its front legs and ends its turn. All survivors adjacent to him are knocked down. Nobody's adjacent. Oops. While the card is in play, the Gorm has +5 toughness tokens. When the card is drawn face up, so once it gets shuffled back into the AI deck, if it gets drawn as the face up card, he'll come crashing down. I'll get a severe injury and a disorder. 3, 4, 5. Glad I didn't put those back in the box. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Essentially means I will not be wounding him unless I get crits. That's what that pretty much means. Okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure it's not like a mood card where I got draw another AI card. All right. So player's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually can get in there. Kronos has 0 strength. Deadly reach. Oh, +4. What's it hit on? 6. All right, well, might as well got to get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could actually have stopped him here. Actually, oh, wait a second. Do I have to put that nightmare tree there? 5 faces from the board edge. It's too late. I've already stuck it there. I can't rearrange stuff afterwards. So 2 dice. I need 6s to hit because the great axe needs 6s. A 3 and a 2 are not going to help me. Move 2, go there. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Athena will attack from the flank using Fist and Tooth. So she's going to need 8s to hit. The reason I'm using Fist and Tooth is I'm going to need a crit to be able to wound. Oh, cool. So the 9 hits, the 6 misses. So we'll draw 1. On a failure, he's going to retch. Okay. 10. Ooh, I got lucky as heck. Critical wound. So that cancels out my failure. I get a stout kidney. And we draw face down and discard. Let me grab the kidney. View deck. This is kind of interesting. He has multiple hearts. All right, stout kidney. Flip. And we'll drop that off as extra. Okay. Clippy is next. She can use her darts. What is she on? On debris. We'll roll for the debris. 10. Man, I've gotten lucky on that. I get a scrap sword. Archive. Okay, archive that. Rare. So I may not be able to roll for crap when it comes to attacking the monster, but I seem to be doing pretty good for debris. I think I got the scrap sword last time. What? Oh, no. Scrap sword is not rare. Scrap sword is under scrap. Or blacksmith, I mean. Nope, this is too advanced. Weaponsmith? Must be weaponsmith. It's the scrap shield that's under blacksmith. Weapon crafter. I probably could just check the card and it probably tells me exactly which one it's under. Yeah, this looks scrap sword. And she didn't even have a melee weapon. Talk about luck there. So 253 on that. I'm going to stay about where I'm at because I do not know what this thing's going to do. So, actually, no. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we will draw the monster. Flatten. Pick a target. Random survivor in blind spot. Don't have one. Closest survivor in field of view. Field of view is anything but the blind spot that's in range. So it'll either be Kronos or Athena. And what is he going to do? Move and attack. Turn the so that he's in the monster's blind spot. Oh, it's going to kick you. All right, I'm going to have him smack Athena. So Athena will get speed 5. Oh, yuck. Speed 5. So 2's to hit, 2's to hit, 2 damage. Oh gosh. All right, so we got hit 4 times. I will go ahead and dodge one of those. We'll find out which one I'm dodging. All right, we'll dodge the head. Not that it's, no, actually we'll take the head because the head has got the helmet. It's 2 damage. So we dodged 1, so we're going to take 3. So we'll take it to leg, body, head. All right, so the head goes to 1 there. Leg fills in, body fills in. And is that a basic card? Oh, it's an advanced card. Okay. And then gets back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gets knocked down. She got knocked down both because she took heavy wounds and because she has bash here, which bash is a knockdown in addition to the knockback 5. The good thing is the Gorm is also knocked down. Okay, I'm not doing that again. So I'm just going to put a token on him for this turn to show he's knocked down. He'll stand back up. That didn't work. He'll stand back up in his turn. And while he's knocked down, he gets hit on 3s, and none of the reactions are all canceled. So now is a good chance to go in there and get at it. All right, so Kronos is going to swing 2 dice. He needs 3s to hit because the monster is knocked down. He only hit 1 time. So 1 hit. Oh, I got to draw the location. That's the wound roll. I don't know what it is. It's a 1, so it doesn't matter. But this failure doesn't take into account because the Gorm is actually knocked down this turn. So we're just checking to make sure I don't crit. I don't hit like something impervious or something weird. Calliope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to attack in the blind spot. What is the sword? Sword is 2. All right, so 2 dice. Need 3s. I got a 9, so I got 1 hit. Death blow. I'm not getting a death blow off of this, so it's not going to matter. I needed 8 to wound. I have 3 strength from the sword. And then that cancels it out. So essentially, I got to roll a crit. All right, so I got a 9, but I forgot. It's not deadly until I have 2 red and a blue. So that doesn't actually count as a... I should have still been using Fist and Tooth. All right, so with a 9, I add 3, go to 12, then subtract 5, and I'm at 7, so no wound. Darn it. Penelope runs up, and she's going to smack him tooth and claw because her bone dagger with 1 has got like no chance of injuring. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's Persephone. Sorry. Huh? Athena. Oops. I put the wounds on the wrong character. Dang it. I totally messed this up. Ah, shoot. All right, so Athena is the one that actually got hit. This goes to 2. And she's going to actually take a head severe injury. You get these back. Goes back to 3. And then I got to roll a critical to the head. I would have changed it to a body, but it's too late. 10. Go to severe injuries. All right, head severe injury 10 is pretty good. I think I just got to, dang it. Destroy tooth. If you have 3+ courage, you boldly spit the tooth out and gain 2 insanity. Otherwise, you are knocked down. Well, she got knocked down anyway, so that's no big deal. All right, so, oops, Athena does not have the required courage, so she got knocked down and got sent back. The tooth doesn't matter for anything. All right, now Persephone, who is this character, not this character. I gotta make sure I mark stuff on the right sheet. All right, so Persephone, 2 dice, fist and tooth. She has +2 strength, which is meaningless. Oh, I need to put her survival back to 3. I'll do that right after I roll these 2. I need 8s to hit. I got no hit. No, sorry, I need 3s to hit because she's knocked down. I'm sorry. So this will be, oh, flip it. Please don't be the trap. It's not a trap. So jowls. I need a 9 or a 10 to actually wound. I got a 6, I believe. Yep, 6, so that's not a wound. So that is the end of the character's turn. So the Gorm now stands up. So the special stuff no longer applies. All right. Oop, got a mood. So when this comes into play, draw an AI card. Any survivor that ends their action in the stomping zone suffers knockback 5, is knocked down. Stomping zone is all that. All right. That's going to be fun. So we draw a new AI card, Aggravated Bite. Closest threat facing in range. So this is the facing. So there isn't anybody in facing, but field of view, which is next, is these 2. So he's going to turn this way. Calliope is not considered because Calliope was in the blind spot, and Athena's not considered a threat because she's down on the ground. All right, so we will attack Kronos because he has the most armor, and he's got an evasion dot. Has nothing on the legs, though. All right, so accuracy of 2, 1 damage. So 2 dice. I need 3s to hit because of the evasion. Not that it mattered. We took 2 damage, or 1 damage in each of these locations. Waist and legs. All right, I'm going to dodge the leg hit. So put that to 2. Waist. We'll go to 0. Oh, and I got to check to make sure you're at 3. Yeah, I did fix that. Okay. All right, so that's the end of... Oh, no, he gets a bleed token. All right, so he has a bleed token too now. I got to be careful that I don't mess up and end up with a 5, and he bleeds out. Okay. So anybody that ends their action in the monsters thing will take a knockback 5. Okay. Got to check because there's also that peeing one where they get peed on and take like a damage to their legs or something. All right, so Do I roll 2 dice but get knocked? No. Calabee's going to move back into the grass, and she's going to throw her darts into the Gorm. So the dart is 1 die. I have no accuracy, I have no speed, so I need a 7 to hit, and essentially it's a 10 to wound. So 1 die, I got a 10. So if I fail to wound, he's going to turn and give me a basic action. All right. Yeah, that was no close. So poop, poop. So he just kind of wanders over and smacks her. Um, 2 daggers, 2 accuracy. So 2 accuracy, but she's in the grass, so it's 4 to hit. Those are both hits. Both to the hands. So it's 1 damage to the hands on Calliope. And now, unfortunately, she has ended her action next to him, so she gets. After he bit, Athena gets to stand up. Not that it matters, but she ended her action next to this thing, so she gets. Oh, she was going to end up anyways. It's wider than I was thinking, 1 space around where he could act. So she was going to get smashed with this anyways. So knockback 5 and is knocked down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and gets knocked down. So Karnas is going to attack from the rear. Yeah, no, this is not the brightest, but he needs a 5 to hit because he's in the rear. So 2 dice, 5s to hit. 10 and a 5. Oh, 10 is a perfect hit. So on a perfect hit, the edge sharpens, gain +4 strength for this one. So this one is a +8, -5 because of the toughness. So it's +3. So 2 hits on a wound and on nothing. So I'm going to try to do this on the spongy leg bone first. And we got a 6. So he gets 4 strength for the axe itself, so 10. This is the perfect hit, so he gets +4 on that. So that's 14. No extra strength. -5, so it's a 9. So that is considered a wound on the spongy leg bone. So not a critical wound though, unfortunately, because it was a 6. Oops, sorry about that as I skedatter around. However, this Thunderfoot, when the monster is wounded, discard this card, so it goes back to the discard pile. Okay. And then next is the Mammoth Hindgut, and if I wound, he's going to retch. I got a 3, so I did not wound, so don't need to worry about that. All right. Only person left is Persephone. He still has his ridiculous +5 toughness. Persephone's going to come here and attack from the flank. She is going to use Fist and Tooth. So 2 dice, needs 8s to hit. Got a 9, so 1 hit. If I wound, it doesn't matter. I got a crit to get it, and that'll cancel it. So 1 dice, I need a 9 or 10. Because it's Fist and Tooth, it's lucky, so it criticals on a 9 or 10. Anything else is meaningless. 7 is meaningless, so it's Athena's turn. Athena runs in. She's going to Fist and Tooth. 2 dice, need 8s to hit. I don't think I've ever done that. So those are both natural hits. It doesn't do anything. Had I been using the dagger, then would have gotten 2 survival from this, but I didn't, so it doesn't matter. We'll start with the testes first. So I got to roll a 9 or 10 to crit. The +2 strength for this isn't going to matter because there's -5. So 9 or 10. Oh, wow. That does count as a 10, right? Yep. 3 10s in a row? Holy cow. The attacker gains the Mammoth Hunting Fighting art. The monster is enraged and gains a damage token. Oh, joy. Figures that would happen. So draw face down. Drop it. That does not count. That was me picking that up by mistake. So Gorm gets a damage token. That just made things much harder. And then she gets the Mammoth Hunting Fighting art. So we'll just add it here. And the good thing about this is I don't have to go find the card. We can just look at it. Gain +1 strength when attacking from adjacent spaces outside the monster's facing and blind spot. So essentially, if you're flanking it, you get +1 strength. Mind you, +1 strength is not going to help me at all while he's running around with 5 toughness tokens. All right. So now it's the monster's turn. Nobody gets knocked back because of this thunder. Oh, no. I still have 1 attack on the mammoth's tail. So attack on the tail, +2 strength, +3 strength for mammoth hunter, minus. I still need to crit to wound. So I got an 8. But the 5 toughness is going to put that at a 3. So I can't recover enough to actually wound it. So it's not going to matter. The +2 from the flank isn't going to get me up enough. And then the +1 there would be +3. So it only negates 3 of the toughness tokens. So the other 2 move it out of range. All right. So monster's turn. Monster. Strobe. Turn to face the most survivors. Then target all survivors in his facing. Yeah. It's 1 no matter where we do it, so that's not going to matter. Intimidate everyone that would be in front on a roll of 3+. Turn the Gorm then to face the opposite board. So Persephone has 1 brain armor. That's Calliope. You know what? I'm just gonna smash. Eh, hold on. Before I turn to face the most survivors. So it's one survivor, one survivor, one survivor. Because of how we're standing. Um, it's only in the facing, not in field of view. Actually, we're just gonna strobe. Calliope hasn't stood up yet, so she gets to stand up, even if she got knocked down. So on a result of 3+, she takes brain damage. Wrong character. All right, Calliope takes a point of brain damage. She just fills in the box. As she gets strobed, she would get knocked down, but she's already knocked down. And then we turn to face the opposite edge. And then she gets to stand up because she was knocked down last turn. All right. Kronos will attack with the Great Axe, or Greater Great Axe. I got an 8 and a 3, so I needed 6s to hit. 4 strength. So essentially, oh, I could wound on a 9. All right, so let's see where we hit anyways. That would decide most of this. Because I could just draw on the trap and it wouldn't have mattered. Crowned Fangs, if you're attacking from the flank, I'm not. So I need to roll a die. If I roll a 9, I wound it. If I roll a 10, it's a crit. Or, hold on. No, this is deadly. This one has deadly. It's the scrap sword that I'm thinking doesn't have deadly. So this naturally has deadly. So it is a 9 or 10 will crit. Ah, got a 10. I was going to say, I was talking all that, and I was going to roll a 1, and it wouldn't matter. Gorm Teeth rolling to the ground. The attacker gains 1 random Gorm resource and a courage. All right, so you get a courage for knocking a whole bunch of teeth loose. And I get a random Gorm resource. I'll have to shuffle the deck for that. But before I do that, I want to draw the wound and get rid of it. All right. Shuffle once, shuffle twice, shuffle 3 times, shuffle a 4th time because I don't know why, and draw a card. So we get a dense bone. So we got a kidney and a bone. Oh, wait a second. That's a dense bone. So that's better than a regular bone. Okay. So Kronos is gone. Boo, boo, boo. We'll have Persephone attacking from the flank, fist and tooth, because of stupid 5. So I need 8s, fist and tooth, so 1 hit. It is not a trap. Wound, perform retch. Retch. All right. So 9, 10 to wound. No, actually, it'd be a crit, so it won't matter. I need a 9 or 10 to crit. 4 is not going to do anything, so nothing happened. Next would be Athena. So Athena rolls 2 dice. She's going to use fist and tooth. Yeah. She needs 8s to hit. Darn it, 7 is not going to hit. Calipia goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she can run into the rear. So she runs up. She will scrap sword. She's gonna use fist and tooth. I mean, this 5 toughness makes it impossible for me to wound this thing. So 2 dice. I need 7s to hit because I'm in the rear arc. I got 2 hits. I wish I saved those. Please don't be a trap. Oh, man, I've gotten lucky. All right. This doesn't matter because I'm reading the reactions and trying to decide, but it doesn't matter because on the wound, it'll go to a crit. So we'll start with the skull first. So I need a 9 or 10 to crit. Sheesh. I say it doesn't matter, and then I get the crit. So it is not a wound on the skull. It is a crit. The Gorm hacks and retches, spitting up a glistening max. Gain 1 active thyroid strange resource. Oh, it's a strange resource. All right, so let me draw that face down. Ooh. Good. That's that mini armed card. Strange resource. Strange resource. Strange resources. View deck. Strain. Active thyroid. Active thyroid. Lovely. Glad none of my characters have anything that would force them to consume that, since I don't have the rerolls. I would hate to have my character instantly die, especially with as low as my population is. Okay, second card. This time he can. Oh, shoo. So I was gonna say this time he's gonna retch on me because I'm gonna fail, but I actually managed to wound on a crit. 2 crits. Holy cow. Monster Drifsel's Viscerous Blood. All survivors in the Vomit Zone gain 3 insanity. So the Vomit Zone is like this. So it's just Kronos. So Kronos is now insane. But more importantly, so this card here is going to go into the pile face up. I just archived those cards. Oh, crap. I wanted to flip them. Okay, so let's go to Gorm. Darn it. If I had left that AI deck over there, I would have been better off. All right. What? All right, so Strobe, Thunderfoot, Aggravated Bite, Flatten. Yeah, I don't think I had any of these other ones. All right, so these are the 4 cards that are left. Ugh. Oh, good grief. All right, that was aggravating. All right, I think I'm going to stop the video just to make sure those are the cards that should be in the deck, and then I'll restart it real quick. Um, both of them should get published at the same day. So let me stop it real quick and verify it. I don't want to shortchange the card. I know it'd probably be better for game flow to keep going, but let me just stop it and check and verify. All right, back in a moment.